Hello, welcome to my video of Bout 3 as Fusion Field Specialist for the EU Emperors. This time we'll be playing against, please forgive me if I pronounce anything wrong, these are Spanish names, we have Spanish opponents here. I'm playing against John Yoa, this time from Amaretto Rioja. Played them before, really good opponents. I think they were relegated last cycle, but now they're back on the highest tier, so will be fun battles. Let's take a look at these teams here. Again, the bans like below here, and we can only use kind of cheap mons, also, except if they use Excel, of course, but second move has to be less than 50k, and we have a couple bans. The teams on the left side. This time I went for Abomasnow. Abomasnow's ranked pretty high on PV Poke for Fusion Field, and it's kind of flexible, but it also has a lot of weak spots. Like Ascav is very meta here, and Abomasnow just dies to that so easily. Any fire types just destroy Abomasnow. Kind of high risk, high reward. I have the Den. Previously, in the last cycle, in the last bout, my opponent used the Den. I want to try it out this time myself. Instead of Heracross as fighter, which I've been usually using so far, I'm using Blaziken this time. I think it's to cover, to have better coverage against Frostless particularly, and Brave Bird or Stone Edge. I could even decide beforehand what I want on Blaziken. Wishcash is just so solid. Wishcash always pairs well with an Ice type, and it's just the best mon in this cup. It's very non-RPS because it basically one-shots every Ice type, every Grass type except Abomasnow because it's Ice. I have a Golbat. Golbat as my fighter coverage, like a Toxicroak, and I have Quagsire also for some ABB strats, right? Double. I could run double Mud Boy with that, and it also covers Toxicroak better because I was kind of weak with that with Abomasnow the Den. My opponent is running something similar to what they've been running previously. They've been running a lot of Pelipper, Frostless, Wishcash, 3 mons that are very solid in the fusion meta. Electric types are not as common. They also have Ascav and Poliwrath, basically 2 fighters, even though Poliwrath is probably the more flexible one. Ascav, really good coverage, but gets destroyed, absolutely destroyed by flyers. So first look at this matchup. They have no hard answers to my Quagsire. My Wishcash isn't bad either. Blaziken, unfortunately, does not look well against a Poliwrath, Pelipper, Wishcash. Even the Den is so-so. I'm gonna run Fire Spin on it regardless because their Frostless is very strong against my line, and maybe there's some play for Blaziken somewhere. Before we started, I really didn't think that Blaziken would be the play here. Abomasnow, the Den, Golbat, Quagsire, those were my tools to handle this matchup. Let's go into these battles. Let me skip forward a bit because it took me a while to queue. Let's see. Here we go. We got the Den into Frostless. This is kind of what I wanted. I'm not sure. I know the Frostless is just so strong, and I want to get like a shield advantage or energy advantage on my Quagsire. I think that will be the play. I definitely expected his Ascav because my Abomasnow is so strong. Throw the discharge here. A play rough would have done about 55%, so I was kind of surprised by that first no shield. I don't win this in any shields, even shield scenario, even if I were to bait discharge and throw play rough. So my intention here purely is to either win switch, there I get it, or to get shield advantage. Let's see what they come in with. Okay, I don't like this because my Golbat is now very prone to Blizzard. I'll go into my Quack immediately. I build up to a discharge in case I need that. And he catches on the Poliwrath. I really don't mind because I need to throw this anyway. And it does a good chunk of damage now. I can Stone Edge to kill this with the Mud Shots. We desync so much in these matchups. And that maybe that allowed me to get to this Stone Edge or to throw the Stone Edge before he wants to throw his move. Which cost him a shield now. And that really flips the game. Him shielding there really flips the game. They could have just no-shielded and outpace me with the Wish Cash as well. They show Scald, so I'm pretty sure they have Scald, Dynamic Punch, no Ice Punch for my Golbat. Even though Scald still chunks, right? Yeah. No debuff? No debuff. Very nice. In comes the Wish Cash again. I should be able to get to this Shadow Ball because they threw Blizzard before they swapped. And at this point it should be game. The thing is, if he goes to 100 energy, he throws a Blizzard which costs 80. He still needs 3 mud shots to get to the Mud Bomb. And even I was thinking, is it 75 or 80? I'm still not sure actually at this point. But I only needed 2 Thunder Shocks to get to my play rough, so we safely get to the play rough here, and that should be game. I think that the Discharge probably would have killed as well. The Den's pretty attack weighted, so interesting match there. He did not bring Ascav at all. He did not bring the Pokemons I expected. I expected maybe Pelipper, but he seems to be very afraid of my Den. So yeah, the Frostlass I anticipated. I wasn't really sure whether he's gonna lead it or say swap it. It works in every position for him really. Basically only my Fire Spin Blaziken, if he anticipates Fire Spin, is really good against it, and the Bomb Snow farms down in the 2 shields only. I think I lose the 0s and the 1 shields with Razor Leaf Abomasnow. I queued in with basically the same team, but this time Abomasnow in the back because he ran Poliwrath and Whiscash in the back this time. I'm guessing he did not really anticipate my Abomasnow. Because if I 2-shielded my Abomasnow, if I just 2-shielded an Abomasnow in this matchup, like, it would tear everything apart. Let's skip that a bit, because it took him a while to lock in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got the Den. Into Poliwrath, really good lead for me. Guess he did not anticipate the Den lead again. Goes into Frostlass, so now it's a Say Swap. I'm really strong against Poliwrath, so this is very good for me. I don't need Switch at all. Honestly, that's just how I wanted to play it anyway. I anticipated if he swaps in Frostlass, this time he shields by the way. If he Say Swap Frostlass, I would just let it go if he let Poliwrath. That was my plan all along. We see a P here really good because now I don't want to shield even. If he Shadow Balls here, I die. But he throws Avalanche, kind of worse for me honestly, because he will farm me down. I let him farm me down because if I get locked into my into an Ascav with my Abomasnow, that'd be so bad. He can just farm it all the way down then. But now, I'm not locked in. So if he comes in with Ascav now, I can just swap into my Golbat. See what's in the back. It's the Den. Abomasnow looking kind of good now. Uh-oh. It's looking really good for him now. So the thing is, I can't really shield here. Just in case, because I do anticipate he doesn't die in 6 Razor Leaves on this Poliwrath, right? He can just get to a Dynamic Punch. So I no shoot here, this doesn't take me out. And he has absolutely no fast move pressure. I do shoot it this time. Basically because I don't think I can farm it down with my Golbat. Yeah, this, and I even get to the Energy Ball. I figured he does have Ice Punch, so I can do 6 more. Yeah, that takes this out. And does he get to see my Golbat? He does not. So this time he built pretty weak against Abomasnow again. And it paid off. It really hard punished him. This time I went thinking more over my team. I definitely expected the Ascav this time around because I showed how strong my Abomasnow is. So we're gonna go for a little surprise effect. This is very weak to Pelipper because even Quagsire loses to it, and Golbat is so-so, right? The thing with Golbat is Poison Fang is just a really weak move. It's good in the long run, but short term, no. Yeah, and he leads Pelipper. That's just great. I'll go in the Quagsire here. It's a solid Say Swap regardless because he has no hard answer to it. I mean, Quagsire doesn't really hard win stuff either. He throws a Weather Ball to chip my Quagsire, then comes into the Ascav. This is okay. If he shields his Alfrana with the Blaziken, if he no shields his one-shots. Bye! Have a good one! Okay, so we got Switch now. I anticipate Frostlass 100% here. Let's see if we can get to some Stone Edge here. I denied the move. I denied everything on this guy. It's so stupid. I'm so sorry to my opponent that I denied so much, because now I get to this next Stone Edge at 1 HP. Maybe 2 HP. But yeah, kind of unfair for my opponent there. I'm 2 shields up now. If he had to only use 1 shield, he would actually be still in a decent spot with the Frostlass. Though, let's find out first. Because if the Frostlass comes in, he might outpace me to a Shadow Ball. I'll no-shoot the first one, calling the Weather Ball. I didn't think he would throw Hurricane right away. Another Weather Ball. He has another one. And swaps into Frost Ice. I left with the Shadow Ball. So what I should have done was throw my Blaze Kick immediately here. I did not. Which was kind of stupid, because now I have to shield here. I can't take much damage on my Golbat, so I have to shoot. He even baits me. That's horrible for me. I throw him just a little. And now, I want to get one more Fire Spin in maybe, but I also didn't want to take the Avalanche, because then he can definitely farm me down. I don't think he can farm me down now. This Blaze Kick, it's resisted, but it still chunks with the Fire Spins as well. I don't think he can farm me down before I get to my next one. And he knows. Very good counter by my opponent. Very good counter by my opponent. But I had the Shadow Ball. They needed 100 energy here to win, because a Weather Ball would have not taken me out. And they did not get there. So yeah, that was it. Those were my fusion battles this week. I like how you have a lot of options in fusion. However, the only thing that bothers me is that this meta can be very RPS. But yeah, I had a 3-0 score, so I'm not complaining. GG's to my opponent, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one.